I'm Chris Williams from Cyclone Fanatic, and a proud Iowa State graduate from the class of 2007. No one shows up like Iowa State fans. And Cyclones support Cyclones on and off the field. Your gift can provide scholarships to students, fund groundbreaking research. We could even drum up opportunities for the marching band. Visit MoveWhatMatters.com to learn how you can make an impact today.
Chris Williams, Brent Blum. From the Northwest Bank Studios, it's Williams and Blum, presented by Mechdyne on the Cyclone Fanatic Podcast Network.
All right, guys, what is up? It's Williams and Blum, Wednesday, the 17th of September, bye week, and we're trying out our new studio. We're actually in the same studio. But we've got this
not AI.
little
we're here.
Yeah, we've got this little like nook. This little what is it? A nook?
It's not a cranny.
It's like a nook in the corner.
Yeah,
We've got our Tyrese Halliburton choke job thing in the back. We've got our helmets.
Nice.
And we can
The Cyhawk trophy.
We have our version of the Cyhawk trophy.
That's actually the real Cyhawk trophy.
Oh, that's the one that the boys carried off the field, eh?
I was talking to one of the players last week. And one's like, man, my shoulder's kind of sore this week. It's like, that trophy's heavier than I thought. That's good humble brag right there.
This is the Northwest Bank studio.
Right here.
Right here. So we need to get a sign from our friends at Northwest Bank to put up here, which we'll do. It's a work in progress, but we thank them for sponsoring the show, the entire Cyclone Fanatic Podcast Network. If you follow along those daily clones that Brent, those are, if you're not consuming them, because I had the like vision for it when we hired him, and he's done so much better than like it was in my head. They really are perfect if you want 5 minutes on the latest Iowa State and Big 12 stories.
Yeah, it's like the Reader's Digest
Yes.
for us old timers.
And then the best way to do it is if you're on YouTube, and they just
he's got highlights.
Yeah, they're served right up to you. It's really perfect. We are presented by our friends at Mechdyne, and as always, of course, it's the bye week for Iowa State. So what we're going to do today is a lot of Big 12 stuff. I gave out earlier this week on my CW pod on Iowa Everywhere my very fluid top 10 in the Big 12 right now.
Fluid is right.
Because it's incredibly difficult to do. But I wanted to bounce it all off of you and see if we could come to a conclusion on where these schools should land. We also, I'm excited for this. Jackson Pence, who writes for us at Cyclone Fanatic, we challenged somebody to do this, and Jackson took it upon himself to find out where all of the transfers have landed.
I learned a lot.
Oh my God! Like I had no idea half these guys were at the places that
I had forgotten about Arlen Harris.
Oh yeah,
I think he had all of 3 carries in an Iowa State uniform.
Yeah, the Stanford guy.
The Stanford guy, a.k.a. the Stanford guy.
That's just what I know him as.
Yeah. Well, he's still playing.
We're going to go through that. Of course, we're going to do our Wiffles Hybrids Big 12 segment where we go through this weekend's games because we have some big ones. The season has really kicks off for the Big 12. We had some games last week. Feels like Utah, Texas Tech is maybe, I don't want to say game of the year because it's probably too early, but it might be.
Considering Iowa State doesn't play either of them, it's definitely one of the top 3 games of the year. I'll put Iowa State TCU kind of in that mix too. But it's a massive game, and that's a strange game because it's 11 a.m. Central. So in Utah, that's a 10 a.m. start.
Really odd.
And it's a big noon, but it's really a Big 10.
They don't care about us and the fans. It's all about their TV.
Well, and I guess I'm glad they're highlighting that. I am kind of surprised they did that because it's really early out there, but I don't know if that's an advantage for one team or another. I do know I will be watching that.
Did get news this weekend, or that next weekend's game is a 6:00 kick.
Yes.
On ESPN. So the Arizona game, and I do want to take time to promote this really quick to lead off the show. We do have whiteout gear at CycloneFanaticShop.com, and these are really cool. Mike Martz and Jacqueline Cordova and I kind of put our heads together and came out with this whiteout stuff. Aiden will have it up on the page, but that is the whiteout game. It does look now, if you're an extended weather forecast person, it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent weekend at this point. You know, it's not calling for like 40 degrees or anything like that. What is your favorite of the whiteout gear that we created? Do you have a favorite?
Man, those are Cyclones versus the world.
I feel like you cannot go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that. Who says no? Those are
Cyclones
nice. I like the.
Did you know the one on the far right is like an old cross country?
No, I didn't say.
Logo?
Where's that from? Is that just like a Jacqueline creation, or is that an old?
No,
logo?
that's an Iowa State logo. Like it's one of their when you go through the Iowa State brand packet or whatever, it's one of, I believe, and Martz, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's one of their like vintage. It's part of the vintage collection, but it's the cross country team in like the 80s would wear that.
Interesting.
Which I thought is kind of cool. And it's very unique. You don't see that. Like, I don't ever see anyone with that logo.
I think everyone's for the night game, though, right? I think we're excited for. I know you're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Well,
haven't had one yet.
Relatively excited.
It's going to be a sellout.
I know my wife, when I sent it to her, she was fired up.
I think a whiteout at night in that circumstance, huge boost for the team.
Does this not remind you of the UCF game last year?
It does a little, but or the Baylor game, you know.
Yeah,
Baylor was the whiteout.
That's true. I always kind of forget about that game.
And Iowa State trailed for
at halftime.
At halftime in that game, then figured it out. Now, I think it's a great setup for this squad. You know, obviously, hopefully get some clarity in the injury situation, particularly at the kicker spot. By next week, we obviously have to now because that'll be a conference game. I think that'll be the big question mark. But for this week, it's a bye week. Relax, watch Utah and Tech.
There's not many.
Arizona doesn't play.
There's not many things that are better than your team having a bye, being 4-0.
And it said a lot to me about the voters in the AP poll. Two things. Iowa State went up 2 spots, which goes to show
that they don't actually watch the games.
Nobody's actually watching the games. So it's
I dropped Iowa State.
I understand that, but
and it wasn't really anything Iowa State did. It was just like, well, these teams, like A&M, just went into Notre Dame and won. Like they deserve to.
And that's my second part. Notre Dame is still ranked.
Oh my, yeah, they don't watch the games.
Does anybody does it matter if you win? Does it? I know Notre Dame is the top 25 talented team in the country. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, like how much do results actually matter?
At some point, the game has to matter. And that's why for all of the hand-wringing over what Iowa State did on Saturday, it's like it doesn't really matter.
Nobody will remember in November if that was a close game or if you blew them out by 40.
Zero. It won't matter. It won't matter. Now, I think sometimes Iowa State fans have to remind ourselves Iowa State is 4-0 and ranked 12th in the country. And yet some of the vibes I got the last couple of days, it's just, you know, let's take a step back. What does Gary Patterson say?
Take a step back. Take a look at your life.
And I was talking
about
your
children, kiss your wife.
All the above.
That's what he says.
All the above. I was talking to John Walters on Monday, and he said, "Bloom, do you know this?" I was like, "Okay, John, this will be good if you wanted to tell me this." He goes, "Iowa State has now won 8 straight true road games."
Wow.
Now, there is a caveat here. The Memphis game in the bowl game could be considered a true road game. Could. Because you played Memphis in Memphis. I'm going to take that out for the sake of the stat. So did John.
Okay.
And then the Kansas game last year was an Arrowhead, not a true road game.
Correct.
Obviously, Iowa State lost that game.
That was a neutral site game.
The last game Iowa State lost in a true road game was at Oklahoma in 2023. Feels like a long time ago.
Man, that feels like an eternity.
And let
ago.
me give you another side stat that John obviously remembered as well. Iowa State went from 1991 to 1999 without winning one road game. One. And yet here we are winning 8 straight road games. And again, that's just like sometimes, yes, the expectations for this program are super duper high as potentially they've ever been. But sometimes, as Gary Patterson would say, take a step back. That is an amazing, to win 8 straight true road games. Never in my wildest imagination would I ever think that would be possible for Iowa State.
And that used to be the culture in basketball too. Like they just never won games on the road. Johnny Orr didn't. Wayne Morgan didn't. Fred's early teams didn't.
Nope.
Like you just won in Hilton, and you hope to hold serve.
Yep.
Remember the old Tim Floyd thing?
Tim Floyd standings.
Which is still relevant.
And it's even harder to win on the road in football, arguably.
I think it is because of all the dynamics that go into travel with football compared to basketball.
So I think that gets lost sometimes. Not a pretty weekend. Cross our fingers on the injury situation. And now you get Arizona at home, and I think it will be a electric atmosphere. Going to be a sellout. I think there's like 200 tickets left. Those will be gone. And let's have a party.
Dude, on the take a step back thing, sorry to reference it again with this book that's coming out in November. I finished it last night. The last chapter.
Good work.
Thank you. In the last chapter, I've been basically just trying to paint the picture of like growth.
Connect the dots.
You were on a text thread.
I was.
With Van Winkle. He was helping me with some alumni stats. The like donation levels in 2005 compared to now, and just season tickets, like it is staggering. In the year 2005, Iowa State was not only dead last in the Big 12 in donations, Iowa State could have doubled its donation level and still been dead last. That's how far behind it was from the rest of the Big 12. And now I want to say in this new one, they're like second or third. They're behind Texas Tech and Oklahoma State, I think.
Yeah. So,
but what is a donation now is a little bit different.
Correct.
Like, and do you count the collectives? It's hairier than it was in 2005. But nonetheless, it's just staggering growth.
And even a simpler stat: 2005 average home attendance. I think it was 30.
Like, well, they told me it was like 31,000.
Yeah, season tickets were 31,000.
No,
average attendance was
31,000.
That's what it was.
Season tickets were 22,000. Now season tickets are 45,000. The average is basically the sellout.
That doesn't happen in this because everyone else is going the other way.
Everybody else is making their stadium smaller,
and that's why I was like, man. Sometimes it's woe is Iowa State, but holy cow, the growth over 20 years.
The other number
is nuts.
And there's a lot to do with this, with institutionally, but the amount of alumni living in Iowa compared to 25 years ago, it's well over double.
And that's where, when you start talking about the bigger picture of the impact of Iowa State athletics, it's not as simple as, oh, you need $20 million to compensate the players. The engine that is Iowa State athletics has so much bigger ramifications, not only on the student body, not only on the university, but this whole area.
Correct.
And that's, I think the time of the book's really good because Iowa State, obviously, we know is entering this interesting phase where, and more news will be coming in the next couple of weeks, you're going to have to pull on some levers to try and get some funding that you haven't needed for the last 20 years. It's just the reality. Everyone's dealing with it.
Yeah. Do you remember when Pollard first got the job? The whole conversation was, how do we get to be where the athletic department is sustainable on its own?
Yep.
And now we're probably going to be going back in another direction. But it's not just Iowa State. Like, this is happening all over the country.
I was at a deal this week, college sports deal, and the conversation was around student fees to support athletics. The highest student fees are actually, there's in the Power Four. There are some schools that are charging students $900 a year for student athletic fees. Iowa State charges its students $55 each. That has not increased, C-Dub, since 2004.
Yeah, it's like, I think the number is 1.2 million or something like it brings in annually. It's not much.
It's not, but so I think the question will be, and this question is going to be posed in the next however certain amount of months. What levers do you want to pull if you're Iowa State? Do you go to the student and say, hey, you guys have had it pretty good from that context? I understand. Listen, big higher education guy right here. Tuition, it's tough. Economic times are tough. But the growth of Iowa State and the value of athletics within that institution, you're paying. Okay, let me ask you this, C-Dub. The student fee structure, right? You're paying, let's say, $125 for a rec, for recreational activities, the rec lead center.
Mm-hmm.
What if Iowa State went to $120 for student fees for athletics? You would get season tickets. I mean, there's a lot of things that can be moved.
I would do it.
And I think it's.
I would just do it. Like most of those kids don't even know.
Well, and they're going to have to.
Sorry.
Truth is.
Sorry, mom and dad.
No, but truth is, the students are going to vote on it. It will go to the student government. They have a say in this. It's not. You can't just
do
pull
it.
the lever. But I think the point is, as this goes on,
this would be a dictatorship. All in on sport. I'm kidding, people. Don't send me hate mail.
But these are the things that when you can take a step back, how did we get here? But then how do you move forward? And Iowa State's now, you've gone to this point. Now I think the question is for the athletic department, what's the next 5 years? What's the next 10 years look like? Because we've gotten this far, but everybody else is trying to outrace you again. And so how do you keep up?
Aiden, can we play a little Gary Patterson, Take a Step Back? Just a simple request. Or will that get us flagged?
That'd probably get us flagged.
Because the song is in my head now.
Look, I'll say it. It's not as bad of a song as people.
I agree.
I know. That's not good.
It may or may not be on a playlist of mine. Take a look at your life.
That was a COVID special.
Hug your children.
Yeah, was that? He
Do you think now that
right
he's
before that, didn't he?
Do you think he'd come on the CW?
No, he was still coaching. He was still coaching when you made that song.
Did you say he got canceled?
He got canceled during COVID.
What did he do during COVID?
No,
he didn't get canceled.
No, that was Gundy.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
No,
I don't think Gary.
You need to
Patterson got
fact check
canceled.
this.
I don't think Gary Patterson got canceled.
95% sure.
Okay, well, you keep us posted.
Do some producing over there, my friend. See if you can figure that out. I love these bi-week Wednesday pods. Can't beat it. I want to thank our friends, the doctors, the good doctors over at the McFarland Clinic, Doctors Wormy and Greenwald. I love these guys. I truly do. Like you do take a step back and look at like people who have supported us along the way, and these guys have been just really great friends and mentors, and they've supported Cyclone Fanatic for a long time. So they are really good doctors too, not just great guys. I've seen them both for my shoulder, and Dr. Wormy really helped me. Like I didn't have to have surgery. I probably will at some point, according to him. But literally the same dudes that work on the Cyclones.
They can take care of you too.
Yeah, I have a sister-in-law who went to them for a hip. Like they do amazing work at the McFarland Clinic. They're great orthopedic surgeons, and remember them all your weekend warrior needs. Also, so Gravitate Co-working is a sponsor. They have been for a long time, and I needed to make a really quick clarification because I actually misspoke. So it's next Wednesday, the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm speaking to basically it's like the Des Moines
partnership.
It's like the chamber, right? Like, I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
Des Moines partnership is,
yeah.
It's I don't want to get in all the technicalities.
Yeah,
it's like a chamber.
It's free and anybody can go to this.
Gravitate.
Correct. You just have to sign up to get in. But it's basically, it'll be like a lecture on being an entrepreneur and brand building, just what we've done here at Cyclone Fanatic and on Iowa Everywhere. I think it'll be a pretty good crowd. If you've ever wanted to see Gravitate Co-working,
I'm going to put that on my calendar right now.
I would love to have a friendly face there.
I'll be there.
These things make me
time is it?
uncomfortable.
11:30? Noon?
It's at noon. Wait, I have 11 down, but I think it's because it starts at noon.
Okay, I got my calendar out here.
The Des Moines Partnership put out a tweet about it, and I haven't reposted it yet, but I will today. I just haven't had time.
Title of my calendar is CETA Media Empire Discussion.
They did change the title. It's now called Building a Sports Media Company.
Okay, good.
It was very kind of them.
Yes.
But anyway, so that's coming up.
Yeah,
next
check out
week.
the space. Great way to check out the space.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It'll be good to see Jeff and his whole team there. at Gravitate Co-working, and then maybe his lovely wife Hope will come and she can get our wills done.
That's right. In a
Get your
day.
will done in one day. HopewoodJD.com. Great supporter of what we do. Awesome gal, and that's just something everybody needs to take care of.
And a great new logo, as discussed.
Yeah, it's like the Rocco Beck one.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't have my Rocco Beck hat. I'm hoping I can get that by next week and just rock that out all weekend.
Is it white, though?
It's black.
But you're technically in the media, so you don't need to abide by the white out.
No, I don't. Actually, I always go the other way.
You go the other way.
And I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just like my way of saying, I'm an objective member of the media. Take me seriously.
I have some bad news about Gary Patterson.
What? He didn't
Right.
get canceled.
He did.
For what?
What did he do?
He so let's see. I can't find the exact date, but it looks like June of 2020 is when he released that song. And according to this ESPN article, on August 4th of 2020, he apologized for using a racial slur.
Oh,
Really?
I remember that now.
Yeah.
In a practice.
Yes.
It was in a practice.
Yeah.
Damn it, Gary.
He did coach that year.
Yeah, I think it was like they took one day off of practice.
Yeah, it was
the
like-
players boycotted, and then
And that
he
was it.
apologized, and that was pretty much it.
Man, I don't remember that at all. But in my defense, there was a lot going on in the world at that time.
Mm-hmm. Including over in Iowa City.
Yeah, we had that thing we were
There
dealing
was
with.
a lot.
You had
And everything
actual
else, just-
COVID. Like just day to day, like how are we going to get the kids? Like who the hell is going to watch is Cyclone Fanatic going to survive? We were doing that whole thing.
That was a strange year.
Oh,
I played so much Madden that year. I'll say it. COVID wasn't. a
You
bad
didn't
time
mind
for
COVID?
myself,
You
no.
liked
I'm a homebody.
jeez.
Okay, the time has passed now, but I can tell this story. Speaking of TCU, so that year I was doing the radio with John and Eric and doing the pregame and producing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the first road trip of the year was to TCU, and COVID protocols meant at the time football was in a cocoon. Like they did an amazing job. I truly believe one of the reasons why Iowa State had such a great year in that year, obviously the talent of that team was really high, was they did a great job of staying away from everybody outside that Louisiana game, which we've talked about in the past, where they almost all got it that week and then didn't the rest of the year. But because of that, the radio guys, we normally flew on the charter with the team. During COVID, we did not. We had to get places separately. Well, the first game was at TCU. We couldn't really fly commercially, wasn't in the budget. So John, Eric, me, Bonholt and Grummer, and the GM of
What a motley crew
of
that is.
Learfield hopped in a Suburban and drove the 12 hours to Fort Worth. And, you can cook through Wichita, by the way. You really...
And Iowa State won that
Iowa State won the game, but so we get to the team hotel.
after everybody had just buried him.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that was a dramatic week, by the way. And we get to the hotel. We run into Jamie, and Jamie's like, how'd you guys get down here? And we're like, we drove. He's like, oh, you could have hopped on the university plane with me. We're going, no.
Something that could have been brought
Could have
to
been
my
brought to
attention
attention.
yesterday.
And then we drove back, and Iowa State beat TCU and Gary, and that was about it for Gary.
So if I have Gary Patterson on a show, is that frowned upon?
No.
Because I'm thinking with this CW pod, one of the things, Aiden's the producer of the show. I want to start getting these like old ball coaches on. Like we had Mummy on.
You know what?
Mummy just needs to be a staple.
Mummy needs to be
You're-
on our payroll.
You're talking to Mac again this week, aren't you?
Today. I'm interviewing Mac at 4:30 today.
This is the worlds colliding. When TCU hired Gary Patterson, do you know who their first call was and who they interviewed first? Dan McCarney. Ask him about that. He almost took the TCU job back in 2001.
Well, here's another teaser for the book.
Pretty sure.
When Gene Chizik was hired at Iowa State,
Okay.
you know who talked to Iowa State, but it never got reported? Gary Patterson.
No way.
You got to buy the book.
Okay. Well, now you have to talk to Gary Patterson because there's a lot of
His wife is from Ames.
Gary Patterson's wife's from Ames.
Yep.
Take a step back. Look at your wife. No, not look at your wife.
No,
Look at your life.
Look at your life. Hug your children. Kiss your wife.
Got it. Look at your wife.
Take
too.
a step back. Take a step back. Take a step back.
Cyclones are 4-0.
Take a step back. Let's do a little Big 12, shan't we?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I want to do these transfers that Jackson put together for us. This Jackson Pence, I mean, this kid's unbelievable.
I mean, you're building the depth of this in this Cyclone Fanatic program.
Jackson Pence is our Aiden Flora.
Building an absolute media empire.
So we kind of threw it out on the show, and Jackson was listening. He's like, hey, I'll do that because he's sick. Like, this kid has, him and this Jake Brend have problems. This Jake Brend on Friday night, and I go to the Bondu game, supporting the boys.
Did not go well for the Blue Jays.
Newton's got a good squad.
Congratulations, Newton. You got a team.
Newton, quarterback number 5, kid can ball, making throws that like his receivers can't even catch because they were so good. And we were like, hey, I wonder where some of these transfers ended up. Aiden wouldn't do this because he's not sick. Just kidding. Aiden's sick in his own right. Jackson went through and made a spreadsheet of where all the Iowa State football transfers have gone and like when their games are.
For this week?
Yeah. So we don't need to spend a lot of time on all of these guys because honestly, most of the listeners probably don't even know who most of these guys are.
Fair.
Because, more casual, but the diehards will do it. Let's go back to the 2023 transfers and we'll move up. Okay. And again, we're going to go through the ones that people will know.
Yeah.
And this is all according to Jackson. Do you remember Isheem Young?
Of course.
Still playing. He's at Memphis now.
Is he really?
Yes.
Man, that guy's had a wild ride.
Memphis hosts Arkansas at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Do you remember Verdell Edwards?
No.
I don't remember him.
He was I do. I mean, he didn't do anything. So.
Jaden Gray.
Nope.
Nate Glantz. I do remember the quarterback.
He was a walk-on.
Yes, but he's now at Lindenwood.
Okay. Is he playing, though?
I think.
Okay.
I think he's playing.
Now we get some names.
Yep. So then we go to 2024, the Stanford guy. Arlen Harris Jr. He's now at Missouri S&T, so he dropped down a level.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the ones people will know. Cartavius Norton, we've talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
He is at South Florida with Alex Golish. I thought he was going to be really good. I whiffed on that one. When he was like a true freshman, I thought he would be really good.
He has been good for them.
Yes. I thought he was going to be like Reese Hall's replacement at a time.
There is a world where if he stays healthy, he may be the guy still at Iowa State. He could not stay healthy. Enter Abu Sama and Carson Hansen, and that's the way it goes. The running back position is still really unique because these guys are, I think, in large aspect, are pretty similar. It's just who gets the opportunity, who takes advantage. So, but again, I've told it before. Cartavius was always a great young man. Happy that he's having some success there.
Miles Norwood, the corner.
Yeah, he's
at South Carolina.
Yep.
Then you have Terrell Crosby, the wide receiver. Remember him? He's at Toledo. So Jason Candle scooped him up. Yep. That makes sense. I didn't realize Miles Norwood ended up at South Carolina, though.
Did he have a pit stop in between? He might have gone down one level and went back up.
I don't know.
I think he did.
Eli Sanders is at USC. We've talked about him.
Yep.
Good for him.
Yep.
Greg Gaines.
Remember Greg Gaines?
Oh, my God. People were obsessed. This was like Campbell's Bo Williams.
He was the Omaha Baloo of the football program.
He's at Rhode Island.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. So, good teaching lesson with fans, though.
It is.
Usually, Omaha Blue is another great example. Usually, when these hyped guys are not on the field, it's not because the coaches hate them and want to lose.
Fair.
No, I really, the only example I can think of where a really talented guy was being kept off the floor because of like attitude or whatever was when Prom was jacking around with McKay forever.
Yep.
and they were going through their thing, and it was like, I don't know. We'd have to ask Steve about that. Like
that's a great point.
That's the only time I can remember in 20 years of doing this.
And a little bit of Bryce DeJon Jones there for a little bit, but it was
legal more than.
But and then the NCAA tournament got a little sideways.
Yes,
there were some facts in that.
Yes,
you're right. If you can win, you got to be
especially now.
Absolutely.
So like Matt Campbell didn't have a vendetta against Greg Gaines. TJ Otzelberger didn't have a problem with Omaha Blue.
Now, the hilarious part, looking back, and again, I'm not picking on the fans, but this is the context we're talking about here. People were calling for Greg Gaines to come play instead of Jalen Knoll.
Yes.
They wanted Jalen Knoll off the field and Greg Gaines on the field. I saw the threads. And then even they were calling for Greg Gaines and Jaden Higgins early in Jaden's career too. The point is, usually the coaches see these guys a lot more than us.
And sometimes the coaches did a bad job of recruiting,
evaluating,
right? Mm-hmm. And we've seen that too.
And the stars don't always equate to production,
which is why we say we do, like, we're old now. We have a lot of experience with this. You and I have both worked for recruiting.
We scouted. They had us yahoos.
There was a day
giving stars to people
where Bloom and I were at camps for Scout.com when we were in our low 20s, like giving guys stars.
I think we each gave Philip Bates a 4-star. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, come on. He's a dog, man.
He was.
I think he had a 4-star career. He got that pass against Iowa.
He did. And he had some success at
great job at Ohio. I remember watching Ohio like every Tuesday night with him and Bo Blankenship for like a really long time.
If you're playing the Cyclone Fanatic Williams and Blum podcast bingo game, we're checking off some names today.
Deshaun Hanukkah is at Kansas.
Yeah, doing well.
Is he done anything?
Yes, he has. He's actually playing really well.
He's a good player. I mean,
he would have.
He just got hurt, right?
He didn't. He got hurt, but then he also got caught up in that gambling operation.
Oh, that's what that was.
And it wasn't.
Okay. Because he wasn't like a guy who you demoted.
No.
Yeah.
No, he was definitely in that.
Because most of these guys were reading off didn't leave Iowa State because they wanted to. Like, it was like, you're not going to play here.
I'm going to get on a tangent about the gambling thing, but like guys like that, like Isaiah Lee, I mean, players that really would have helped in 2023. And like, I like Deshaun. Anyway, that whole thing is still frustrating, and I hope those guys have some sort of recourse to make things a little bit better for them.
I think that every time I see my buddy Jake Rimsberg, who does Inside Zone,
to get dragged through the mud,
and he's the nicest young man. Like, I'm so glad of all the things we've done. Getting him and Jirel on that podcast makes me like super happy.
I don't even like.
They are great kids, man. They're not they're grown ass men, but they were kids then, and they didn't deserve how that went down.
I don't even like including those guys in the same situation as. And again, it was unfair to Deckers a little bit too, but he gambled on the Iowa State game. Like, there's a little bit of a difference there. These guys did not.
That is a significant difference.
That they did not, and it's just the fact that Deshaun Hanukkah, I'd have to even bring it up that he got caught up, and it's not really fair to him because in my opinion, didn't really do anything wrong. Good luck for you, Deshaun, just not in Ames.
2025 guys. Man, there's a lot of them. A lot of these are walk-ons. Jackson's got a serious problem. He just loves the clones so much. Jake Brind is, I forget to tell that story. I'm at the Bondurant game. And he's texting me about like Colorado's like 3 deep.
Of course.
Oh, they have no depth at long snapper. If this kid ever goes down, Dion is screwed. It's like, Jake, go on a date.
Hey,
Jake's single and ready to mingle.
Hey, we've.
Can I get canceled for that? Can I?
No, but we're venturing into the.
He's an employed, disease-free young man.
Okay, that could get you canceled, but that might be a HIPAA violation. We're in the nook here. Do we do a Jake Brend Cyclone Fanatic Bachelor reality show?
Ugh.
Can we line up? Who wants to volunteer? Who is the host for that thing?
Hey.
Chris Harrison. I'll be the Chris Harrison.
Jesse Palmer now.
Jesse Palmer's now the host.
Jesse's now the host of the
Well,
Batch.
I don't mean to be that guy, but
Chris Harrison got canceled. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
This is
Forgot about it. He did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
What did he do?
I don't. Yeah, we'll just look it up.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
I
look
tell
it
you
up.
what, in the last like
Let's
10
look that
days,
one up.
you're best to just keep your Twitter feed off. Like anything you say, right, you just blink and people are going nuts. Like either way, it doesn't matter. Like
it's
everybody's
good.
just trying to catch you.
It's good professional advice for you youngsters.
Hey, Jonathan with a great point. He's watching on YouTube. Hello, Jonathan. That's the best way to take in our shows, by the way. Did you catch Fred's press conference moment this week? Can you find that, Aiden? It was freaking gold. You do that. I'm going to give you a couple more of these. Where are they now? Transfers.
Yep.
I do remember the name Matthew Bess.
Yeah, didn't play much. He was a.
I remember that. He's at Houston Christian.
Okay.
Drew Doyle, the long snapper.
Nope.
Is it Virginia Tech?
Okay.
Who's this offensive lineman that went to Iowa?
He was a walk-on.
Okay. Never mind. Jack Sadowski's at Northwestern. Does he play?
I don't know.
Another one, like, shocking to me. This one's shocking to me. That this is why I'm not a skill evaluator.
Okay.
When I saw Isaiah Alston for the first time, and then when I watched him in the bowl game, I was bullish that he could be wide receiver 2 this year for the Cyclones. He's at James Madison. Good program, dropped down a level. Well, wait a minute. They're FBS now.
They
I
are.
guess. Yeah.
They are, but they're
went up
good.
recently.
But they are a good program. But it's not a powerful
But it
program.
was shocking to me.
Yeah, and interestingly, Isaiah wanted to play, so I give him credit. He came here, great dude,
A freak.
and really just had some trouble with the
Routes. And,
the routes and the catching.
yeah. Well, it's a big part of being a receiver.
Sadowski does have 4 assisted tackles this year. He's not playing a lot, but he is playing.
What a weird career.
Yeah.
He was like the second coming of Jake Knott as a freshman. And then,
Well, he started as a true freshman.
yeah. Remember that game? His first start was at the University of Iowa. Wasn't that because of the?
Was it Iowa? No, he was.
I want to say that was the Lightning thing. I don't
No,
know.
yeah, I think you're mixing up years there.
Been mixing up years.
Mhm.
Sorry, I've been around for a lot.
Yep. Yep.
Brazina was the one who had his
Brazina
first
was
start.
it.
at
Yeah,
Iowa.
Sadowski's first year is 2023.
Tag team partner. Like how they're getting my other tag team partner, Mindazun, out there.
Mhm.
Specialist on the defensive end.
The Helton twins are going to play, by the way.
They're at Arizona
State. So they come back to Ames.
Owen Yedem is at Texas A&M. We watched him on Saturday.
Yeah, he is a spot guy for them. Now, he's not a starter, but he's playing. And would I say wanted to keep him? Absolutely, C-Dub.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's
Just
a
the
body.
the price got insane, and he went home. So again, I never had a problem with Tyler.
And that's
I
a
liked
guy
him
who's
lot.
probably not going to be in the NFL. So it's like,
Probably not.
go make a couple million or whatever he's getting
And
paid.
he's
I have
he's
no idea.
he's definitely a 7-figure guy at A&M. That's the thing, C-Dub. This is what I hope slows down, and a little NIL insight. Because you could double up last year, you've got backup linemen like T.O. on Yedem. I'm not getting spot starter. I don't mean to be insulting to Tyler. That are making dang near $1 million as a backup. Once we get to the cap, and hopefully it's enforceable, which we all don't know what that situation is going to be. We haven't even really brought it up this fall. It's still going, by the way. You can't pay backup linemen $1 million. It won't work.
There has to be an element of money ball with this thing.
And we're seeing it already. Go look at the amount of top 50 basketball kids that are committed right now for next year's class. There's like 4 of them total. They're all asking for way more money than anybody has.
Mm.
Because the basketball programs are the ones that are getting hurt here.
And that's also a sport which has really gone old.
Yes.
They would rather get a grad transfer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so all these this is what's 100% happening in the basketball world. All these agents are asking for money like they had last spring, which, like, we had the backup BYU point guard getting a couple million from Virginia. Crazy world we lived in there for a while. Gonna be honest. Now those high school kids are like, wait a second, I'm a top 20 kid. I'm not going there for 100,000. But you only have so much. And so that market is the first already. The high school top 50 market is getting corrected right now as we speak, and no one's happy with it. By the way,
Well,
little insight.
that's the thing too. In these agents all got really fat and happy for about
Absolutely.
3 years.
Absolutely.
When they should have just listened to Williams and Blum, because we said this was a bubble and it wasn't going to last.
It's not. It is either people are going to find a way to cheat and go around the system, which they're going to do.
Will.
But it's not going to be the point where it got so out of control, C-Dub. You had these agents literally making, some of them, millions of dollars off this situation.
And like the boosters, and I'm sure that you've experienced this. I know you have. They get tired of you coming to the same people all the time. Basketball needs a backup point guard that may never play, but they got to get him. Right?
I don't want to deal with that spring again. It was horrible. Just horrible.
There, especially at a place like Iowa State, there's only so many of these boosters.
Sequel to your book, when I write one, it's we'll get it all out there here 20 years from now.
God, you're gonna be 61.
No. Yeah.
We need to start saving up. So we can just go
retire.
Go live in Florida and do a Cyclone podcast that 10 people listen to. Would you guys listen to us when we're 60?
At the local coffee shop.
Hey.
It's got a tremendous 12.
All right. Wrap this up.
Yeah.
Jacob Ellis is at Colorado State. Good player.
Yep. Nice guy.
Kennard Snyder, who was really a big what if last year because he got hurt. He's at Texas State.
He dropped back down.
AJ Burton, the old offensive lineman, is at Northern Colorado. I like Trent Jones a lot. Nice family. I like his dad. Hung out with his dad a lot. He's at UConn.
Yep.
JJ Cole is at Appalachian State. Keegan Shackford.
He was the kickoff specialist.
Yep. William and Mary. Drake Knobloch, long snapper.
Knoxville kid.
Yep. Baylor.
Yeah, he stayed in the Big 12.
Yep. And then Ryan Robinson Jr.
He was the LSU transfer.
Oh, that's who that is. The name was ringing a bell. Yeah. He's down at McNeese.
Yeah.
So Jackson Pence, you disgusting, sick man. Thank you so much. That was great. That was fun. Blast from the past. Let's move on and do our Whiffles hybrids. Oh, wait a minute. We have this Fred Hoiberg clip. This is just vintage Fred.
Mayor.
We don't have what this facility is quite over here, but we're in the top, I'd put us in the top 5-10% in college athletics for what our facilities are. They're immaculate. And just how
what happens when the prostate enlarges in the urine
oh shit. That's a dilemma. What was can you give me the answer on that? Because I usually get up at about 1 for the first time and I think that's something anyway.
So somebody's just like Siri just went off in the middle of his press conference about their prostate. Is that what happened there?
Must be a commercial on their phone. An autoplay situation.
God, Fred just is so cool.
Man, I will never dislike that guy.
We will not tolerate any Fred Hoiberg hate.
Nope.
Love the guy.
Flappy Bird.
Good stuff right there. Whiffles Hybrids Big 12 segment. Plant your independence. Plant Whiffles. Harvest has begun. This is my favorite time of year in Iowa. It really is. I love the harvest. I love the smells. I love the timing of like when it gets dark. I love the sunsets. I love everything about this time of year.
And I heard, Aid, you can correct me on this. I heard the yield is average this year.
They're not yielding great down in Southwest Iowa. I know that. My brother-in-law was bitching about it on Saturday.
What was it, the wet spring? Or is it
something about a rust disease?
Oh, the rust. Yeah.
There's a rust thing.
Southern rust.
He is not happy. He's about, I mean, it's not like a horrible harvest, but it's not like this rust disease got them.
Basically, our neighbor works in this stuff, and she's like, yeah, the southern rust is not, it's not good. So feel for you guys with your southern rust issue if you're listening.
That sounds like Gary Patterson's band. It's
Gary Patterson.
It's Southern Rust featuring Gary Patterson on the vocals. What was the other one? The Big 12 song? You remember the Big 12?
Oh, I do.
I can hear the
It's a shocker he didn't make it as a big time artist.
Well, he got canceled. He shouldn't have.
That's true.
He should watch his
Watch
mouth
your
and
mouth in
not.
practice.
It's his
buddy.
own fault.
Southern Rush.
Okay, I did this just really quickly on Iowa Everywhere on my CW pod. This is my top 10 power rating. If I had to do it right now, and for what it's worth, I could poke holes in this. This is really difficult to do.
You still got the Clones, number 1?
Well, I think they have the best resume at this point in the season.
Well, they are
don't
the only undefeated 4-0 team in college football.
And like, I give them the Kansas State lot losing, in my opinion. Had Kansas State won that game, they would not be 1-3 right now.
There's zero. They 100%.
I think, sure, you beat a 1-3 team, but you didn't really beat a 1-3 team. You beat a team with everything to play for. Then it lost some games, and it, the quarterback's brothers fighting, or the dad. Like, there's just a lot that happened in between there.
Matt's whole deal about teams that go to Ireland don't usually play well. They are the case in point. Them in Florida State, you have to really seriously consider it if you're a team going over there now. Now, the fun factor was off the charts for the fans, but there are going to be coaches who seriously think about it. Go, wait a second now. Do we really want to do that to our team?
I don't want to do it again. That was fun.
That was a one-timer.
Yeah.
And it was electric. By the way, did you see the economic impact that the Irish people put out for that thing?
No.
Or the marketing value? Somebody told it to me. It was like a marketing impact for Iowa State and K-State of $140 million. I don't know where they find that, but that seems like a good number. So you've got Tech. I think Tech. I like your top 4.
For what it's worth, if I had to put like my actual power ratings, like, so this is really confusing.
This is resume.
This is what I think they deserve to be.
Okay.
I think if I had to actually power rate the teams who are the best, I think I would put Texas Tech 1. I think I would put Utah and Iowa State very, very close at number 2. And I would put TCU at 4.
Okay.
I also think that I would probably power rate in that sense Baylor higher, Kansas higher than BYU, and Arizona State too. And I like where I have Arizona and Houston. I think that's very deserving.
I agree.
I think Baylor is probably better than most people think based on that opening season loss. They've recovered really well. They might have the best win in the league.
I think their dudes are as good as about anybody.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Offensively.
And he clearly got their attention with that loss.
We
like to shit on Aranda.
Well,
they've done a really good job.
But that's the problem. Why we do is you look at their team like, holy cow, you can't be doing that to Auburn.
Even Kansas, it's like, I know they blew that lead at Missouri, but if you watched them, they're really good.
Yep, I agree with that.
So
I like
this is like
10.
Resume top 10, but I think if I had to put like which teams do I think are the best, I have Tech 1. I have Iowa State and Utah at 1 or 2 B and C probably.
Okay.
I would put TCU right there at 4. I would go, I think Baylor, Kansas State, Arizona State are all in the mix. BYU, Arizona, and Houston.
What do we got this weekend? Because I want to see BYU play somebody. I really do. I can't figure them out.
Baylor and Arizona State play this weekend, and that's what we're going to get into with our Wiffles Hybrids Big 12 segment.
Let's go down the schedule real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, BYU's got that strange one over at East Carolina.
That's terrifying.
The Pirate Trap.
All right, so we have a Friday night game. Tulsa is at Oklahoma State.
Yep.
Texas Tech at Utah. The line right now is 3.5 in favor of Utah. I would bet Texas Tech at that number.
I'm gonna echo that. That's gonna be fun. I am locked in. By the way, we do have for those that don't want to watch that game and want to go outside and see.
Oh, you're going to the Twins game
and see grass. The Twins game is the Iowa State game at Target Field on Saturday. Check the We Will socials. Check my social out. Seriously, $8 of each ticket go to help We Will.
Big group of Cyclone fans in Minneapolis.
Yeah. This is just a trial run, by the way. If we do well, we're going to do another one. And then the Wild reached out. The Minnesota Wild reached out. They want to do the same thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never been to an NHL game.
Oh man, they're actually.
I've heard they're amazing. I've always wanted to time out with the Wild and the Vikings, but I just have never done it. They would be my favorite NHL team if I had to pick one.
Yeah. Kaprizov, is that get that right, everybody? Kapril. Anyway.
SMU at TCU. This is another fun one.
Yep.
Man, get the 2 TV Big 12 action going.
I love it.
That's an 11 a.m. kick. TCU's a 6.5 point favorite in that game.
Need them to win that.
Yeah, don't lose that. TCU. North Carolina at Central Florida. Central Florida is a 6.5 point favorite against Bill Belichick.
Wow. Now they're sneaking around. Frost.
Let's look at Frost's resume real fast.
They're sneaking around. They haven't
beaten anyone.
They haven't beaten anybody. They've blown everybody out.
They beat Jacksonville State by 7.
Oh, okay. I take that back. That's not great. Well, Jacksonville State's okay.
But then they beat North Carolina A&T by 59.
I mean,
I will give them a little pass. It's like first game, new coach. At least they won.
I will tune into that game at 2:30 on Saturday.
Well, what else are you going to do?
Good point.
West Virginia at Kansas, Big 12 action. Fox Sports 1, 5 o'clock kick.
That line has climbed.
Kansas State's a 13.5 point favorite. I'm all over
Kansas.
Kansas. Yeah, I would bet Kansas in that.
That climbed from 10, though. I mean, that's going up.
Yeah, but it makes sense because emotional win for West Virginia, backyard brawl. I would pound Kansas. This is the fun one. Arizona State.
And now you can edit your photos there too with Adobe Lightroom. If a photobomber crowds your shot,
Arizona State is at Baylor.
Yep. 2 big ones this week. I think this is a good slate.
I'm betting Baylor here.
What's that line?
2.5.
Yeah.
Under a field goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the Williams special.
Be 5-star in that lead pipe lock.
Yeah.
By the way, we need to get the pick segment back.
I agree.
Who says no?
We need a sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor. Anybody?
Do you want Williams and Blum exclusive picks of the week? Who wants it?
Who wants it? Huge numbers. Huge. We're hot right now.
BYU is at East Carolina. That is a 6.5 point line.
Okay. If BYU could handle the travel, I think they win that by 2. I think they're super underrated right now. I think they're super underrated.
I do too. That's just it's
a scary game. It's like I would say I understand it. And East Carolina is better than Arkansas State. I get it. If BYU is as good as they think they are, they win that by double digits.
Here's what East Carolina's done. They lost to NC State on the opening night of the season by 7.
Yep.
They beat Campbell by 53, and they beat East Carolina by 38. Or excuse me, Coastal Carolina by 30.
Oh, so they're
and that was at Coastal.
Okay. So now
this ain't the Coastal of years past.
Yeah,
though.
no. Definitely, that's the second monitor.
Coastal Carolina is 1 and 2. They lost to Virginia by 41, and they beat Charleston Southern by 13.
Okay. Well, BYU and East Carolina get the second screen treatment on Saturday night.
Are you going to come over?
Yeah. Yep, I'll be there.
Okay. Last but certainly not least, we have Wyoming at Colorado. ESPN 9:15. Colorado's a 13.5 point favorite.
Okay. Come on, Dion. Get one.
Feels like all the air is out of that place.
The vibes are low.
Do you have any faith at all that they'll kick out? I don't.
No.
I think they're toast.
No. Well, Jake was texting us last week. They don't have depth. And now you lost a couple generational talents. And the house of cards is falling apart. I just don't think they're very good. The quarterback's a nice little player, but man, they got a long way to go. And Iowa State has to go there. I know famous last words, but I think there's going to be a lot of Iowa State fans for that one.
Oh, I know there's going to be. We actually got a text from a friend today that he just made plans to get over there to Boulder.
Yep. We're going to try and I'm going to keep everybody posted, all right? I'm going to try and get some sort of function going Saturday before the game, if it's a night game. If it's a night game.
It probably will be.
I hope so. I'm I'm going to try and do a we will situation with that game. Again, keep an eye on it. No guarantees yet, but just keep an eye on it.
In the Friday before,
Yes.
I'm teaming up with the Denver alumni.
In fact,
we're going to have an
probably just
event.
Talk to them.
Why don't we just do something with We Will that night too?
Why not? That's going to be a party.
That's going to be awesome. And if honestly, like they sent me the place where we're going to be, it's like this badass like cidery. It's like a ranch, it's like mountains in the background. There's like tailgate stuff. Like it's really, really a cool place. So maybe get your flight earlier even.
Come on down.
Oh, Steve Kemp says he's working on something in Boulder. You should talk to Steve.
Well, Steve. Okay. Well, Steve's way better than anything I can do. We're talking to Steve. We're gonna figure this out, guys.
Steve's probably been working on this for like 2 years.
I know. I can't compete with Steve.
And then we're doing a deal with Dallas Fort Worth Cyclones before the TCU game as well. Also, I'll be doing something the night before the Vegas tournament at Circa
Oh,
for basketball.
okay.
So if anybody wants something to do in Las Vegas that weekend.
And FYI, the tickets for that are easy to come by. The Vegas tournament, because it's the massive arenas, and these teams, they're just not going to be a whole lot of locals that are going to the Iowa State St. John's game. So if you wanted a reason to go to Vegas, I'm telling you, that's going to be a great time. Great time to go to Vegas.
Are you going?
I'm a maybe. I'm now on call. I'm going to Stillwater with the football team.
Well, that's the next week.
It's the next. I understand. So, but I got Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay,
and I
yeah.
got kids, and
Because I actually think I might miss the Kansas game
the week before
reluctantly.
to go to Vegas.
Because to do an event with Circa and then F1 race, if I'm going to be out there, I might go and cheer on my guy Max Verstappen. We'll see. I don't know. It kills me to miss a home game, but I can only be in if I've got to be in Vegas at like 5 o'clock
Right.
for an event on Sunday. Like and that's it could be a night game. Yeah,
You're just scared of Jade Daniels. I just
dude,
You've been
Lance.
talking that guy for
It's not even him. It's his
11
coach.
years.
It's his coach. He's got Iowa State's number right now. But I'd like to see Iowa State play him with like not fourth string linebackers.
Correct.
Right?
Fun times. Goodbye.
That's
week show.
setting up to be a massive game.
November's gonna be fun, everybody. But got to take care of business against Arizona in the whiteout, and I think Iowa State will. I really do. Got to get some clarity on the injury situation, though.
All right. Well, fun show. That was fun. Thanks to Jackson for putting together the transfer
What do you think?
list.
Should we do another show at the Tyrese Nook?
Yeah, I like
the
it.
Hallanook?
I'm gonna get everything on an iPad next time, so I don't have to have this bulky computer in front of me.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Thanks to Aiden for we've been working on this studio for like 4 years, it
Good job,
seems like, but I think we're finally getting into the way we want it. Jake Brin with the Daily Clone coming up later today. Also, the beat reporters coming up this week. That's tomorrow. Aiden says that's a great show, by the way. That Ben Hutchins is a star. Love having those guys a part of it. Rob Gray, of course. And don't forget, purchase your whiteout stuff through Cyclone Fanatic Shop. It helps support us, helps support another local company, Graphics to You over in Perry. So we all appreciate it. We'll be back on Sunday night, Williams and Blum.